it has come to my attention that there seems to be a lot of talk about Lewis Hamilton maybe replacing Sebastian Vettel at Ferrari in the future. Here's what I think about it. Well, let me just tell you about what I think about this article I've come across in the Sun from Ben Hunt, published today. So in here he says, it says that the idea of Hamilton walking out on Mercedes when his contract expires at the end of 2020 to join underachievers Ferrari might not seem as daft as it sounds. Well, when I first read the article, and I have read it a few times this morning, I have thought now he is definitely gonna, if anything, he's gonna re-sign with Mercedes. How because don't forget he's been with them since effectively when he was 13, but then it goes on to the next then it goes on to say, yes, Mercedes have dominated the turbo hybrid era. They have won 5, soon to be 6 straight constructors titles. That makes you first wonder, why would Lewis Hamilton want to leave a team like that? But what you've got to remember is, and I'm quite shocked that I say that about Ferrari, because they are on the comeback. So I think, I think Lewis Hamilton would be very clever if he does go to Ferrari, especially when you look further down the article where it says that it's every driver's dream to have driven for Ferrari, and I think the fact that they've discussed it, discussed the move, brings more brings more credibility to it actually happening than if it was just out there by the media. So, but then you've got to look at it that way. Does Lewis really want to do that? Because he has got a great relationship with with total worth, and I think Lewis Hamilton is really in a good place at the minute, and he gets all the freedoms that he wants, and I I I don't know. I don't know whether he would want him, or whether he would want to split up that relationship. But then he says, in the article, we've always been very transparent with Lewis on this discussion. We would love him to stay. If ever we part, it will be very positive, no drama. So that indicates to me that that their relationship would still be intact. And as I said in the previous video yesterday, I think as soon as Lewis Hamilton leaves Mercedes, I mean, yesterday I said that he would retire after when he finished with when he finished with Mercedes. But I think if he does decide to go to Ferrari, I think Total Worth would consider stepping down as team principal. But on that front, I can see it happening. But do I really think it is gonna happen? Well, I think yeah, it could happen, but only if Lewis Hamilton wins this 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 year's championship, which is very likely, and next year's championship, and then he would have equaled Michael Schumacher's record of 7 titles. And can you imagine if he would then take on the project and win his 8th title with Ferrari? I mean, that would be just awesome, wouldn't it? On the other hand, I'm thinking he's very cushy at Mercedes. I mean, here it says Hamilton is paid handsomely, up to 40 million per season, and he wouldn't have such a easy teammate. I mean, I think in Mercedes, I think it's clear that Hamilton is the number one, and Bottas is his wingman, as it says in this even in this article, and I think he is quite cushy in that respect. Which if he was to join Ferrari, I don't think Leclerc would be a wingman at all. I mean, we already have seen how explosive the relationship between him Leclerc and Vettel is. So I think on that hand it would be very difficult. And then you've got to consider, I mean, Lewis Hamilton would be 36, I think, might be wrong, or 35 coming on 36. I mean, would he really want that drama? Would he really want that aggro? So I'm in two minds about it. So let me know what you guys think. Cheers for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll speak to you later. Bye.